Okay, this is the beginning. I had some drawings out on the porch. I had them in a rack up off the ceiling to keep them out of the hurricane, high tides, and the roof started leaking. So it destroyed about, I don't know, 20% of my drawings that I had there. I had a mixture of boat drawings and environmental, drawings that I was using for my environmental consulting for mangroves, aerial photographs. So about 20% of them were damaged, and so I'm just trying to record the rest, and this is for me as much as for you. Okay, this is like a rudder drawing, and I don't know exactly what rudder it was. I think it was off Eagle, and I did some shaping and fairing of rudders, and so we would get these designer drawings, and this is either by Joe Byers or Håkan Sodergren. And so Håkan did some work for Joe, and I worked with both of them. So this was what they thought a rudder should look like, and so it could be Joe's, it could be Håkan's, and it could be a combination. Because Joe used to take other people's work and modify it to his, liking, and then use it on his boats. Yeah, this is a smaller version of the same one that we just did, except it's going the other way. But, this is just a reduced image size, and the other one I think was a template for the real size. And when I say one person took another one's drawing and then modified it a little bit, that's in no way a derogatory comment. People do it all the time. But I thought Joe was clever. He wanted to do a new keel for his boat, and he got Håkan Sodergren, who was a really good designer from Sweden, who I was working with on my boat, and got him to do a drawing. And then he sent away to a guy named Bacante, who was out in Washington, Seattle area, and he got his drawing for the same keel, and then he took the two Mylars and laid them over each other, and then he drew a line right between them and made the modifications he wanted, and then called it his own, and he paid for both sets of drawings, so they were his. He could do what he wanted. So a lot of drawings, nothing's ever done. They're just never built. Yeah, this is a great drawing. It's a boat that I don't think was ever built. It was designed by Clark Mills, and I'm, if nothing else, a big Clark Mills fan, and I think this is a great boat, and somebody ought to build it. It's a 27-foot version of the big boat, actually 27 feet 6 inches by design waterline 23 feet 6 inches. The beam is 10 feet. The draft is a classic 1.5 feet. So what a great boat. Never built. Anybody who's interested in boats, this has got the clipper bow, which is kind of a tip of the hat to the old designers and the clipper ships, but it's got a racing boat shape and a bottom. So come on, anybody interested in a 27-foot classic design that should go really fast, here it is. Here's a Håkan Sodergren keel design. It's the one I based my keel on my big boat. It's a dagger board, so this was the drawing that I paid him to do for me, and at the time that was considered one of the state-of-the-art keels, and I worked with keel designers, and Håkan really just took the basic idea and put his little signature on it. But anyway, this would be a good keel for someone today, that doesn't change that much. Everything changes a lot, but at the same time, some of it stays pretty much the same. So this keel design would be great for anybody. Yeah, here's a Clark Mills detailed drawing of wood boat construction, and he was one of the best wood boat builders in the country. He designed this boat to be built out of wood. I had some experience with wood, but I was in favor of, modernizing it and doing it in fiberglass. So I built a mold and built a fiberglass version of this. But to anybody who's interested in wood boat building, you should be interested in how he designed the construction of this boat. You can see it has a center board, and I made it a dagger board. And yeah, there are little details. This was designed to be a 52-footer. I made mine a 54-footer, and this is the wood detail. So hopefully somebody will find it interesting. Here's the Land's End 54, and it's pretty accurate the way the drawing is, except I changed the rig from a standard sloop rig to a different rig. But and Clark Mills was one of my favorite people, and he used to say that boats are like hats, that everybody wants one a little different. So if you don't want a clipper bow, if you don't want a nice shear, if you like a flat shear, it's really whatever you like. But I thought this was a beautiful boat when I first saw it, and I tried to keep some of the elements. But yeah, boats are like hats. You can see Hoken Sodergren here, original design, Clark Mills, Tom Mayer's Land's End Marina. So this is the same boat that I built and I have for sale. And I'm just getting old. I've got skin cancer problems, and just getting old, bad knees, bad back, So anyway, this is a boat that I found to be one of the prettiest boats, and it's a shallow draft boat. It goes in about 3 feet of water. Yeah, here's the Clark Mills 27. Never been built as far as I know, so you can correct me if I'm wrong, but to me this is a beautiful little boat, and the secret is in the details. I mean, 27.6, 23-foot design waterline, beam of 10 feet, draft of 1.6. Come on. I mean, that is a perfect boat for around here. So, anyway, this was one of his designs, as far as I know, not built. But, if anybody has any interest, you can contact me and or Clark Mills family. Bernie's still around, and Fred, I think. So just get a load of some beautiful design features, and be a fast boat, be a practical boat, and I don't think it's ever been built. Here's the Land's End 54 sloop version. Again, a Clark Mills design that was modified to, for my own purposes. And yeah, it's a sloop version of this boat would have been very nice little way to go, but I changed it and did a modern experimental rig. So here's the Land's End 54 sloop version. Here's a Land's End 54 sloop deck layout with where the winches go, where the jammers go, and yeah, it's pretty close. Like I said, I changed it to a different rig, but this is the sloop layout, and nothing wrong with it. We just changed it. Here's a Hoken Sodergren drawing for the rudder, and the rudder location, the rudder shape, and the rudder post, and the bearings. So it just shows you the detail when you try to do a good job, that this is the detail that you have to go into. Each individual thing needs to have someone design it, draw it, and then you build it. So this is Håkan Sodergren, you can see right here, designs, and Land's End 55, he has it as a 55 there, but anyway, you get the idea. This is more Håkan Sodergren work on the rudder design, and it's got the rudder and the bearing, and so just shows you some of the detail, and you know, it's a lot of work to design these and come up with a plan and then go ahead and build them. So this is the rudder design for the 54. Here's the actual rudder. I think this is full scale. So this is the rudder that's on the Land's End 54. So it's a construction detail, but that's actually the rudder shape. Yeah, this is the rudder drawing, another copy of the rudder drawing. So yeah, I'm going to stop right here and continue on later. And again, the reason I'm doing this is because some of these got wet in storage just from a leak in the roof. And I just wanted to preserve them for posterity, and anybody who's interested, check it out. Anybody who's not, then just delete the video or erase it. So that's it. Tom Mayers again, avoided a disaster, trying to save some of the drawings, put them back into storage. Thank you for watching.